So welcome everybody. I see we've got, it looks like we're up to 10 plus, something like that right now. So that's awesome. This is our January 2020 IDRA webinar. We try to do these monthly. We're really pleased to have Valerio Baćak and his team all logged in and ready to talk to us about their research on public conduct wellness, which I will say no more about because they will. I just wanted to run through a couple of items of protocol before we get started. First, by way of a kind of a pitch or promotion, we do try and do these webinars every month, and members of our IDRA community are welcome to come to us and say that they would like to do one. If you have a research project that you'd love to share the findings of, and really our webinars have been much more diverse than that. If you have a research project that you're just starting, if you're working with some data and you're puzzled with what you're seeing, or if you have something else, perhaps even not on a research project at all, but just something that's on your mind about working with data in public defense or working with technology in public defense, all of those are in scope for us. And if you want to take an hour on a Friday afternoon with your colleagues, or morning if you're on the West Coast, with your colleagues in public defense to talk about what's on your mind, we are a great resource of people who share those concerns. So please get in touch if this would be useful to you. We're always trying to line up who will present next. We will follow our traditional format today. Valerio will speak for 20 or 30 minutes. You'll have the opportunities to ask questions at the end. We try to be respectful of everybody's time, so when it comes on the hour, we'll finish at that time. If during Valerio's presentation you have a question, you can type it into you can remember it in your mind, or you can type it into the chat box, which there are some instructions on the screen to do. Do please, if you're doing that, send your message to everyone. That way I and Valerio will both be able to see it. I'm going to try and monitor that chat box so that Valerio doesn't have to, and I will repeat your questions to him when he's done presenting. Also at that time, there will be the option to simply unmute yourself and speak into your microphone or your telephone if you have the technology to do that. Joellen Crisp at the Deason Center in Dallas right now is controlling everybody's microphone, and she has everybody muted. That is to minimize the possibility of background noise. But at the end of of Valerio's presentation, you'll have the opportunity to unmute yourself and simply speak and engage in conversation. So please don't hesitate when the time for that comes. We are being recorded today. We don't post these presentations anywhere online, but what does happen fairly often is people can't be here at this moment, and they would love to have seen this presentation, and so they ask us to supply a recording, and we can do that if anybody wants to review this later. So do bear that in mind though when you're framing questions, and that this possibly will be recorded for posterity. So with all of that said, I want to stop sharing my screen and hand over to Valerio and say thank you very much to everybody, but especially to Valerio.